Now, again, I wouldn't want all three of them to be the manager because that's no tiebreaker, right? I had this recently, just the other day, clients where they want four of their kids, all four of them together.
Oh,
I really think it's a bad idea, and you're going to hear me say it over and over, and we're even going to put it in writing that it's not our recommendations, but yeah, that's absolutely what you want.
at least with three here, you could have 2/3 would have a majority, but whereas four, you could just have a split, which would lead to conflict.
Yeah, that is a good point too. So when you talk about managers, odd numbers are nice.
Yeah.
The reason.
There's still the possibility of conflict if all three of them can't come to a compromise.
This written agreement is what's going to guard against that.
Right.
If we can clarify in a written agreement of how the property is going to be used, and we have a manager who's following those instructions, that would be the best case scenario. So for people, if they have a property like this in their family, something that they do want to pass on, they can create that LLC now. And if it's something that they want, multiple members to be able to use, they can do that within the written agreement. So in the operating agreement, they could designate what are the rules for the LLC, what are the rules for that property.
Yeah.
My other advice, I would say, you have to do the written agreement, but you actually have to follow it. That may seem obvious, right? Does that seem obvious?
It does, but I can see your point in that some people just do it for the formality of doing it and never look at it again.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you treat it like a business. Similar to Airbnb, I think would be a good setup. If you're renting it to other people, there's a system in place for who pays for something if it breaks. But if one of the members goes there and breaks something, then you need to hold them accountable and treat them all equally.
Yeah.
Because another thing we see, Will, is we see beautiful contracts and then people just not follow them, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do if the course of dealing for years and years has been different to what the actual written agreement says? I feel like we have to crush dreams a lot too, when it's like the wishes of the deceased, like I promised them that all 200 of the grandkids be able to use this. That was one of the scenarios we saw where there is over 200 beneficiaries now because they want all their heirs to be able to use that property. And with the kids and grandkids, there might have been some great grandkids at this point.
Right.
A little over 200.
Wow.
I guess what I want to get at today is it is possible to manage these properties. The way to do it is with a written agreement and the management who's going to manage it.